the destiny of America, the Mahdi, Armageddon, and the fall of Babylon. Introduction. Since the dawn of history, humanity has sought to understand the future and predict upcoming events. Many figures and texts have claimed the ability to foretell the future, including Nostradamus and the Bible. The alignment of prophecies from these sources generates significant interest, especially regarding the ultimate events and the role of the Great Eastern Boy. Prophecies of the Bible. The Bible, particularly the book of Revelation, contains numerous prophecies related to final events. Among these prophecies are Armageddon. Armageddon is considered the final battle between the forces of good and evil. The book of Revelation mentions that evil spirits will gather to prepare for the great battle at a place called Armageddon. The texts indicate that Christ will return to reign and the forces of evil will be defeated, leading to the establishment of God's kingdom on earth. Revelation 16:12-16. Verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Verse 13. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. Verse 14. For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty. Verse 16. And he gathered them together into a place called, in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon. Revelation 9:13-19. Verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. Verse 17. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. Verse 18. By these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire and by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths. Verse 19. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. There is a significant similarity between the armies that will cross the Euphrates and come from the east and the armies of China, Iran, and Russia. The fall of Babylon. Does the prophecy apply to America? Babylon is seen in Revelation as a symbol of corruption and depravity. The text indicates Babylon's fall as a sign of God's ultimate judgment. Revelation 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Verses 4-5. And I heard another voice from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. The kings who committed adultery and lived with her will weep when they see the smoke of her burning. They will fear her torment and say, Woe to you, great city, Babylon, you strong city, for your judgment has come in an hour. The merchants shall weep over her because their goods have gone out from her, and there is no longer anyone to buy their goods. And her merchants, and those who are in contact with her, and those who have grown rich through her, shall stand afar off to weep and be sad over her. Yea, they shall say, Woe to you, O great city, which was a model for all who love grace. The army from the east. Revelation refers to a great army estimated in the millions, coming from the east. It is mentioned that this army will cross the Euphrates River toward Palestine. These are the events paving the way for the Battle of Armageddon, where the armies of China, Russia, and Iran move from the east toward Jerusalem. Revelation 9:16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. The number of the beast 666. The book of Revelation mentions the beast that bears the number 666. This number is considered a symbol of evil or the forces of Satan that will appear in the end times. Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. This number is interpreted in various ways, suggesting it represents a global political or economic power, or a specific figure that will emerge in the end times. Some interpretations indicate that this number represents a global system, seeking to control humanity and challenge God's authority. There is a significant similarity between what is mentioned in the prophecy and what hidden powers in America are trying to achieve in controlling people and transforming the global system into a complete digital system that can control every individual on the face of the earth. Prophecies of Nostradamus. The Great Eastern Boy. Nostradamus is believed to have hinted at future events through cryptic symbols and quatrains. The Great Eastern Boy is described as a powerful figure who may have a significant impact on world events, seen as a leader or reformer. Quatrain? Live voice. From the east will come a great boy, a king without a crown, who will possess the hearts. He will reign in a time of chaos. He will restore peace where war exists. Interpretation of the quatrain. From the east will come a great boy refers to the emergence of an important figure from the eastern region. A king without a crown who will possess the hearts may indicate a leader or reformer lacking formal authority but with a significant influence over people. Haipenu, he will reign in a time of chaos, suggests that this boy will appear during a period of disruption or turmoil, making him a central figure. He will restore peace where war exists, indicates his role in achieving peace or positive change during difficult times. Connecting the prophecies. The Great Eastern Boy and the Mahdi. Some believe that the Great Eastern Boy is the same as the Mahdi in Islam, who is expected to appear during the end times to restore justice and righteousness. As we explore the prophecies of the Bible and Nostradamus, the intertwining themes of Armageddon, the fall of Babylon, and the emergence of a significant leader from the East create a compelling narrative about the future. Whether viewed as a warning or a source of hope, these prophecies urge us to reflect on our values in the world we inhabit. The possibility of a transformative figure emerging in tumultuous times encourages us to seek peace and justice in our lives. As we stand on the brink of uncertainty, these ancient words remind us that history is cyclical, and the future, while unknown, holds the potential for profound change.